Okay, take two. Hello, esteemed professor and colleagues. I'm here to talk about ICT related software. Now, for example, for what we're most familiar with would be Moodle, for example, but we more use it to for the look of the website and the certain things of implementation like grades and access to the files. That's what's, I guess, Moodle's main thing is accessing the files, and I mean that's what primarily we use it for. So accessing the things like grades and files. Oh, but the main thing is you also need to think about this kind of software is hosting it. Well, that's a very tricky subject because you need to find, of course, a service that is reputable, and also we need to think of its scope and size. Now, it continues to get bigger and bigger as it goes on, but also the quality could diminish because of lack of management and overseers of those procedures. There could also be a couple other things. Okay, so we covered management and I guess somewhat of the software itself, but you also need to make sure that software, those learning management services or systems, whichever you want to use, need to have good implementation with those how do I say this, those services, better call it. We need to make sure it doesn't think of us as a virus or a uncautious better way to call it would be a third-party website. We do not want to, let's just say, go on. There have been a lot of extremist groups from political to moral, so it needs to watch out for that. So we need to, of course, review it, but if it doesn't ask, it does always ask for consent, which it's more of the, so therefore it's more of latter than the former. But some websites do need to check if you're legit to make sure. So what else do we need to take care of? So I'm sorry, just a bit of burping. Well, the thing is also, but the thing, of course, that matters the most is management of the thing. If you want to, let's say, change even the design, well, that takes a lot more time than people realize. Okay, let's say, okay, here I have a nice box of chocolate milk. Okay, let's say I want the logo here instead of here. Well, for somebody that, let's say here instead of here, well, that's gonna take a lot of work. It also needs to be, and when that logo is moved, that needs to be tested and managed to make sure it all works properly. Let's see if we forgot something. Management, I think we covered that, and validation processes. Those are legacy ICTs. Legacy, those are the best examples when units with, so better way to describe it is those legacy websites that haven't been changed is those are put on archives. We can, for example, get to those in ELF which are archived, or for websites that are more cautious, or if we don't have them, we can use things like the Wayback Machine. I hope this has been of an interesting little TED Talk, and I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.